Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn the fourth lesson of our geography subject, that is weather and climate. Now in this lesson, something is different than that we have learned in the previous three lessons. Here we are going to learn something we are facing in our day-to-day life and all 360 days in a year. So let's learn in deep. Different type of clothes are shown here. Do you know ever noticed why do you wear different types of clothes throughout the year? The reason is the changing season. How many seasons do you notice in your area or our country? Yes, that is summer, winter and monsoon. Summer months are February, March, April, May. Winter occurs during the October, November, December, January, and rainy or monsoon season occurs in June, July, August, September. So this way we have our seasons are divided in entire year. We can face this during these times. Hence, according to the season, we also change the cloth we wear. In the season, do you know why the weather keeps on changing? According to the season, so the words are used like hot, humid, cold, etc. to describe the weather of a day. We will see the activity which is there in your textbook, the places like Kochi, Bhopal and Mussoorie. Kochi is located in the state of Kerala. Bhopal is located in the state of Madhya Pradesh. Mussoorie is located in the state of Uttarakhand. As drawn in the activity, in that particular time, we have different weather at that place. In Kochi, it is cloudy. In Bhopal, it is hot and sunny. In Mussoorie, it is cold weather with mild sun. Mild sun means some amount of heat. According to the table given, we have some questions given below. Let's see that. First one is, in which place will the clothes on the cloth line dry quickly? Cloth line is a place where we dry our clothes. Suppose some dry it on the terrace, some dry it on the balcony. According to the table, where the clothes will dry very fast? You tell me. Bhopal. In Bhopal and Madhya Pradesh, because the weather over there are not hot and sunny. In which place they will dry slowly? Yeah, it will dry slowly in Kochi, Kerala and Mussoorie at Uttarakhand. Why? Because the weather is cloudy. Cloudy means the moisture content is high there. Okay, in Kerala, hence they will dry slowly. Hence, in the case of Mussoorie, is there in the mountainous region. So the air over there is mostly cooler than are being kept on mountainous region also take time. Always remains the same or will they change? No, the atmospheric conditions will not be same. It will change always. Now, when I speak about weather, we all are aware of the seasons of entire earth, which we have learnt before. The three main seasons we have in India. This weather keeps on changing according to the season. Even if we have summer or winter, but the weather keeps on changing. Hence, to define a weather, a particular time, we often use the words like hot, dry, cold, extreme, humid, cloudy, moderate, sunny. Suppose if I say that today afternoon is sunny, someone will say that it was extreme cold in morning at my place. Why I am saying this? Because it is also the weather that is occurring at the different place at different time, which is not similar or constant for longer time. It keeps on changing, hence it is called as weather. Now, the factors like heat, moisture and wind influence the process and time taken for drying of clothes. Hence, we have seen the activity before, why it is different at different place in drying clothes. It is because the moisture and the wind, that is main active agent which takes part in drying of clothes at different place in different time. In some area, it takes half or 1 hour to dry up the clothes. But in our area now, it is monsoon. As we are living in Maharashtra, so whenever we take our clothes to dry, it takes more time than the usual time which is taken before, because of the less heat in our area. This shows that the climate has a lot of importance in our day-to-day life. Weather is the atmospheric condition of a place at a particular time. This condition are temporary and stated according to the particular time. For example, hot weather, cold weather, humid weather, dry. So, we often say with a particular sentence using as per the weather condition using in different places. Here are the examples which we are experienced in our places. Example, it was cold in the morning. In the afternoon, it brings sultry. It rained suddenly in the afternoon. Cool breeze was blowing a dram. Clouds gathered in the evening. The night sky was full of stars and a pleasant breeze was blowing. Here we can see the examples which are the people are saying the different weather in their area using this kind of words. Okay, if I would say the weather condition of our, this kind of sentence I would use because here it is monsoon over here. Similar to the different weather condition, you can come with these words with which we often express we are actually experiencing at our place. So it depends on the different period of time at different places. This is nothing but the weather. Now let us see the next topic, that is climate. We experience a season in specific period of time and for a particular time. Now the naturalists observe the elements like air pressure, wind, humidity, etc. With the help of these studies, they define the average weather condition of a particular place. The climate of a region is defined after studying the changes in the weather for many years. These changes cannot be perceived easily. There are certain factors that influence climate like height above the sea level, latitudinal position, types of landforms. Then we have ocean currents, mountainous ranges, nearness to the oceans, and the local winds. Also, these are the climate of a region also affect food, clothing, etc. of a people. Animals live in an area with a condensive climate. The distribution of water on the earth is also controlled by climate. Now, based on this weather condition and the climatical condition, there are elements of weather. We need to learn to have deep understanding about what is an climate. Now, it affects the climate of a place. Why are these climatical conditions are important? So we can take in consideration while describing climate. So elements of weather are taken into consideration, that is climate, atmospheric pressure, winds, humidity, rainfall, temperature. We all seen that the weather is temporary and it keeps on changing frequently. These frequent changes in the weather condition occur due to the changes in pressure, wind, humidity, rainfall and temperature. The first element of weather is air pressure. That is nothing but the atmospheric pressure. The air has weight, but usually we may not feel it. Now, for example, just take a big balloon filled with air tightly. We will notice that it has some weight, and empty that balloon and check the weight. After emptying the balloon, the weight of the balloon will be less than the balloon filled with air. This shows that the air has weight. Anything has weight exerts pressure. Similarly, the air has weight. It also exerts pressure on the earth. It is also called as air pressure. Now the lowermost layer of the earth filled with air are subjected pressure from the above them. This increases the density of the lower layer of the earth. Air pressure is more on the surface of the earth. It goes on decreasing with increasing height, and this is known as vertical air pressure. With the increasing height, the pressure also decreases. Similarly, the difference in temperature also creates changes in air pressure, and now this changes in horizontal direction. This gives rises in winds as shown in the diagram. From the high pressure to the low pressure. This air pressure is measured by the barometer in millibars. Now let us see the second element of weather is wind. The variation in the air pressure is observed depending on the weather condition when the air flows from the high pressure area to the low pressure area in horizontal direction. It is called as wind. The speed of the wind depends on the amount of difference in the air pressure. The pressure of winds are measured using the anemometer in kilometer per. Now let us see the next element is moisture. We have already seen that it takes more time to dry clothes in the humidity in the atmosphere. The atmosphere contains water vapor. The most of water vapor in the air is called as humidity. The humidity in the air is called moisture. The moistness or dryness depends on the humidity. The humidity is less, the weather is dry. If the moisture content of the air is high, then the weather is said to be humid. The amount of humidity is more in areas near water bodies, near the sea. The amount of rainfall depends upon the proportion of humidity in the atmosphere. It depends upon how much amount of humidity at a particular place or at particular time. The humidity or moisture is measured by using a device called hygrometer, and hydrometer is measured in amount of percentage. Let us see the next element of weather is precipitation. The condensation of water vapor into water droplets or snow particles showering on the earth is called as precipitation. This is the form of condensation and falling on the earth in the form of rainfall, snowfall, hailstorm, etc. This all are called as precipitation. Let us see the next element, that is temperature. The temperature, we know that the earth revolves, the heat from the sun due to this earth's surface gets heated up. Hence, the air flows to the surface gets heated first. Gradually, the upper layer also gets heated as we move higher to the sea level. The temperature of the earth goes on decreases as shown in the figure. In the same way, also temperature goes on decreasing from the equator to the poles. All those are the reason why we have variation in the temperature at the different places.